Guys. Amit Shah Ji is coming to Puducherry. When did this happen? There's no date being given here. But Amit Shah Ji seems to be rocking over the town, dude. Oh, whoa, Thalapati Vijay. So Beast, no, leaner, meaner, stronger. Can you feel the power, terror, fire? This song has been on my mind for like ages now. Anyway, coming back to the topic at hand, मैंने स्कूबा डाइविंग कर ली है दोबारा से. I am now at 9 dives. My first dive was back in October end, मतलब ऐसे 25th or 26th October dives. That was my first dive, and today I am at 9 logged dives. And the Padi thing. What is Padi? Padi is Professional Association of Diving Instructors. It is an international body that will give you scuba certification and make you an instructor or take you to scuba experiences in a safe and fun manner. Basically, there are 2-3 bodies, and Padi is the most widely spread out of all of those bodies. There's SSI, there's Gresa, I think, I'm not sure. SSI, I'm sure. Anyway, मैंने Padi के open water certification and advanced open water certification दोनों अब कर लिए हैं. I feel really good. एडवांस ओपन वाटर करने के बाद में आई कैन डू डाइविंग टिल 30 meters anywhere in the world. So what happens now is I can go to any of the dive centers in the world, show them my certificate, and just rent equipment from them, get a buddy, मतलब और कोई भी जिसने भी एडवांस्ड ओपन वाटर का सर्टिफिकेशन कर रखा है और इवन ओपन वाटर का सर्टिफिकेशन कर रखा है, आई कैन जस्ट टेक देम अलोंग विद मी एंड the two of us can plan a dive on our own. We don't need an instructor. We don't need to pay a lot of money for one dive. We'll just pay less money. Why did I go for scuba diving certification in the first place? What made me go for it? So the answer to this, guys, to be honest, I just did it because it made economic sense. मेरे को बीच में काफ़ी टाइम था 2-4-5 दिन का where I was not doing anything, absolutely nothing, and I was just like कुछ तो करना है टाइम के साथ में, let's just go for something adventurous because that's my natural leaning of mind. Skydiving came first क्योंकि ऐसे सपना आता है मुझे कि I'm doing skydiving someday, but I didn't really want to do it here in India. मैसूर में होता है, but I was not really into it क्योंकि not too sure, ऐसे मज़ा नहीं आ रहा. So next was scuba diving, which is pretty I guess is being done at a lot of places in India. So Pondicherry came and I checked, phone वगैरह मैंने करके I checked कि what is the pricing of doing scuba diving, and to my absolute surprise the price for one dive is about 5-6k, and the price for open water scuba diving certification was 26,000. तो अभी क्या था कि इस 26,000 में I'll get to do 4 dives which comes out to be about 6k per dive, और मुझे सर्टिफिकेशन भी मिलेगा. आई लाइक तो फिर तो यही कर लेते हैं ना, लाइक लेट्स जस्ट डू द सर्टिफिकेशन, और उसके बाद में फ्यूचर में भी आई विल नॉट हैव टू पे 6k per dive, आई विल जस्ट बी पेइंग फॉर द रेंटिंग थिंग. तो and this just made economic sense to me at that point in time. But the moment I paid for it and I got to know के program में क्या होता है, there's a lot of reading material, there's about 15-20 hours of reading is required along with test. मतलब आप पढ़ोगे एक मॉड्यूल को, उसके बाद में आपका टेस्ट होगा, फिर आपका एग्जामिनेशन होगा, एंड उस एग्जामिनेशन में मिनिमम पासिंग परसेंटेज इज 80%. and I was like, oh shit, I have again bitten off more than I can chew. And the physical aspect of it also comes into place. It's not just कि आप you just jump into the water and you have those cylinders and everything. You have to swim on the surface, you have to know how to do that, you have to know how to manage your breathing, you have to know how to swim properly, not just कि वो हाथ पैर चला लिया and you're just moving from point A to point B. Without these things they will never give you the certificate. even if you get 80%, if you're not in physical shape to be able to perform the test, matlab there are test physical body ke bhi. You have to swim on the surface, you have to show them that you're buoyant, you have to be able to manage the devices, the BCG and the BCD and everything. BCG, the company keeps coming to me. Anyway, I have loved swimming since I was a kid, and I've been a fairly frequent swimmer, so I was able to do those things. Test करने के पहले I did some practicing before I went down to Pondicherry and everything. So I was able to clear my exam, I was able to clear my physical and all that. The moment I jumped into the water with my devices on me and my cylinder, the moment I put my face under water and I started going deeper into it.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Was when I got hooked to scuba diving, was when I fell in love with the marine life that is there under the water, man. Shit, it's so crazy inside. We have no idea what's going on down there in the oceans that we have around us. There are hundreds and thousands of fishes that live there, which are incredibly beautiful, yet fiercely dangerous. There are scorpion fishes which will be camouflaged, which will just be sitting on a rock and camouflaged, तो आपको दिखाई ही नहीं देगी कि वहाँ पे वो fish है भी. And that fish, the moment you touch it, it will bite you, and the poison is so strong it will melt your finger off. I mean, and those are rampant and on the rocks. There are eels that will electrify you in a second. There are obviously jellyfishes which will scratch your hands, which can also hold you and like destroy your life forever. Yeah, there are obviously crabs and all those sort of things also under the water, and this is the dangerous side of it. Everything else is just so beautiful. I mean, I have seen so many beautiful fishes. They're just there, and when you go close to them, they'll run away. I can't describe it in words. The feeling that you get while you're going down there it's just mesmerizing. It's like you are entering a completely different multiverse of madness, man. Like Doctor Strange is gonna enter. I have purchased the tickets for my May 7th का show. Yeah, it's releasing on 6th, but I was like, ना 6 को नहीं जाऊँगा, मैं 7 को जाऊँगा. एक दिन बाद आराम से चिल करते हुए टिकट तो मिल जाएगा, अच्छी सीट मिलेगी. And that's what I got. I've got a really decent seat, I would say. हाँ, तो मैंने वो सर्टिफिकेशन करा, मैंने मछलियाँ देखी और मैं पगला गया. I just fell in love with it. लाइक भाई अब तो इसे आगे करते रहना है, ये मेरे को लाइफ का पार्ट बना लेना है. it's a really expensive sport to be doing frequently, but if you believe that value is what money gives you, if you do not put too much of your thought into money, but you put the thought into things that money will get you, then scuba diving makes sense. If you are more money minded that way, then it doesn't. It's just like this. I think this is a metric that I would say I go by. I put value into things rather than putting value into money. Anywho, so my scuba ka open water certification took me about 4-5 days. 4 dives थी, टेस्ट हुए थे मेरे, थोड़ा पूल की ट्रेनिंग हुई थी, ऑल द डिवाइसेस दे टॉट मी, एंड ऑब्वियसली जो एग्जामिनेशन और रीडिंग मटेरियल था वो सबके पहले था. 4-5 दिन तो वाज द फिजिकल प्रेजेंस ऑफ मी इन पौंडीचेरी व्हाइल आई वाज डूइंग दिस, एंड आई फेल इन लव विद इट. दैट वाज इन October एंड लास्ट ईयर. I got time again now. I didn't get time. I applied for leaves and I came back. I came here for 3 days. और ये एडवांस्ड ओपन वाटर डाइवर का जो सर्टिफिकेशन है, दिस हैड 5 डाइव्स इन इट, एंड दीज डाइव्स अभी के लिए रीडिंग मटेरियल वाज देयर बट नॉट लाइक अ मेन एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ सॉर्ट्स. दिस वाज मोर ऑफ अ प्रैक्टिस बेस्ड certification wherein I would be doing, I would be learning skills underwater. मतलब I did drift diving. मतलब एक current जब पानी में चल रहा होता है, you're just there in that current and you are not doing anything. You're just letting the water take you wherever. Guys, I mean crazy. You're doing search and navigation under the water. You're doing search and rescue and you're doing underwater navigation. अगर कुछ खो जाता है, for example मेरा ये GoPro गिर गया था पानी में yesterday. Thankfully I found it, but if something like that happens, then how would you search for it underwater? Those things, those practical skills. How do you navigate using a compass under the water? Where do you go? How to find the north and all of that. I did that. I did buoyancy training, how to stay afloat underwater, how to not fall down repeatedly without and get your body in control, get your breathing in control. All that I did. So ultimately this again was incredible. And the most important one that I did was deep dive. I did till 30 meter underwater. Normal open water mein you get to do 18 meters. This one now I can do up to 30 meters anywhere in the world, and at 30 meter crazy things get unlocked, guys. Crazy things. You'll get to see all kinds of fishes and plants and reefs. I mean, you spend a lot of oxygen also while doing this, because the pressure is crazy there. Lekin it's worth it. Everything is just totally worth it. So advanced open water is done now, and I had a crazy good time while I was doing that. Now what lies ahead? I'm at 9 dives today, and now I am gonna be thinking about what's my future course of action. What's my future course of action with the scuba diving thing? So there are 2-3 things that I can do. Now this is something that I'm also gonna contemplate a lot. I'm just sharing with you all in case you want to know about it. So there are 2 ways beyond this point. One way is the way of the recreational diver, wherein I can do specialities, like I mentioned that deep diving I did. I can do navigation, search and rescue, buoyancy. I can do all these specialities within a diving, which will be practical courses that will make me a really good recreational diver. And the ultimate one is master scuba diver. Once I've done all these specialties, then I can go for a master scuba diver course and be like one of the greatest scuba divers in the world with that certification. That's fun, where I'm just doing it in my free time and enjoying whatever comes with it, and just taking specialties, exploring oceans across the world for now, and universe once the multiverse opens up. The second path is the path of an instructor, taking scuba diving as a career option, wherein I will start with doing dives. Once I am there at 40 dives, I'll go for a dive master course. Once I'm done with the dive master course at my 60 dives, I'll be from 40 to 60 is what dive master needs me to go to. From there I can go for my scuba instructor, assistant scuba instructor, and all these sort of courses, and then ultimately become a scuba director. Crazy. I mean, it's just like a corporate hierarchy you go to. So these are the 2 ways they can take. And scuba diving works like a game, sort of a game in real life, where you're leveling up. Every dive that I do gets logged in my logbook and my Padi app. So it shows that, oh, Abhishek Sharma has done so many dives. So whenever I meet another scuba diver, I would compare, oh, how many dives have you done? What's your skill set? This is my skill set. And I make friends like that. Ki kahan dive kiya hai apne, and all sorts of things. I met another fun divers. So the recreational divers keep going on fun dives. Fun dive is just something you just pay money and you're just diving. यू आर नॉट लर्निंग एनी स्किल पर से, बिकॉज सर्टिफिकेशन तो आपका हो चुका है अभी, राइट? तो दैट्स हाउ दिस community works. It's a, I wouldn't say a very big community, but it's a very dedicated community. Once you are there under the ocean, you can never go back. You just keep coming back. I think it's very close to motorcycle riding, but way more specialized than motorcycle riding in terms of the things that you do, and oh, crazy dangerous as well. I would really rate it even more dangerous than riding. Your motorcycle riding में things are in your hands to a lot of extent. Obviously if someone else messes up then you can't do anything, but scuba diving में even if you don't mess up, even if someone else does not mess up, the nature messes up or some weird thing happens, you are gone. All it takes is 1 second and you're gone. I think the worldwide statistic is that 1 in 2 lakh divers do not come back from a dive, which I think is a pretty, I mean, in terms of adventure sports, it's okay. It's actually a good statistic, but overall, compared to living a normal life, it's a weird statistic. So yes, that. Anyway, this is all about scuba diving, and if you know, this is the basic process and the basic structure of what scuba diving is, what scuba divers do, how they go about doing it. In India, if I were to talk about that specifically, there are quite a places where you can go and do scuba diving. Pondicherry is one. यहाँ पे I think there are 4 dive centers as of now. One is Temple, one is Urban Nomad where I went to. The other 2, I think one of them is just opening up, ऐसा कुछ है. The 5th one is opening up. The other 2 I don't know the names, but they're there. And Pondicherry में you can do deep sea diving also, मतलब कि 30 meters तक. I think there is a 40 meter वाला place also there, not sure, but 30 meter though is there. Beyond 30 also it goes down till 32 34 as well. Anyway, so that's Pondi. There's one in Nethrani is near Gokarna. वहाँ पे deep diving नहीं है I think, लेकिन you can do up to 18-20 meters also there. That's also beautiful. It obviously happens in Goa also, but Goa wale are shit is what everybody keeps telling me. I don't know, I'll have to see for myself. And there's one near Mangalore in Mulki. तो मैं तो उडुपी से हूँ, तो वहाँ तो मैं पक्का डेफिनेटली ज़रूर से जाऊँगा ही जाऊँगा और एक स्कूबा डाइविंग मार के आऊँगा अब. सो there's that. लक्षद्वीप में है, विच इज़ थोड़ा सा इनलैंड. लक्षद्वीप हैदराबाद वगैरह की साइड है, वहाँ यू कैन डू. So that is pretty much all the places that you can do scuba diving in India. इसके अलावा it's also present in Sri Lanka, mega massive Andaman and Nicobar, Andaman Islands, वहाँ पे है mega massive. It is also there, मतलब बाकी तो साउथ एशियन जितनी भी है, बाली में है, इंडोनेशिया में है, फिलीपींस में है, थाईलैंड में क्रेजी है, थाईलैंड और वियतनाम में. सो ऑल दोज प्लेसेस basically you can explore the world, all the oceans of the world once you are done with your scuba diving certification. Man, it's just crazy the kind of things that you can do under the water. Shit, एकदम.